very visible all morning long, Michelle, and it looks like it's headed now off into the ocean.
Yeah, so we expected the transition over to snow to occur here by the end of the morning commute, and that certainly happened. Now even at the coast of Rhode Island through much of southeastern Massachusetts and Bristol County as well. It's taking a little longer as expected out over Cape Cod, but making that switch to snow, and you can see with the darker blues here showing up on the radar between New Bedford and say Little Compton, it's coming down at a moderate clip, so very quickly leading to a coating of snow on all surfaces that are untreated. We saw that happen in Narragansett recently, and you can see some of the heavier snowfall now through South County. In fact, look at these deep blues that you see over the coastline now of Rhode Island. Much of northern Rhode Island along and northwest of 95 and 295 dealing with the heavy snowfall. These are the areas that we're talking about rates of an inch an hour or more at times, and so that snow again going to be heavy and going to be wet. We've got a couple of isolated power outages being reported, one around West Warwick. Saw a report of about 60 to 70 people without power there, and also a little cluster up in the northern part of Rhode Island too, where a few homes are without power. Threat tracker is high. Next few hours, we're really under the gun. I think your opportunity to get out and travel without any trouble on the roadways, that's come to an end. We're looking at heavy and wet snow. Their roadways are snow covered tonight. We're going to keep our threat tracker medium. I mentioned the evening commute. As temperatures drop, we're going to have to watch for black ice on the roadways, and that will lead to still difficult travel through the night. Saturday, threat tracker will be low. So snow intensifying this morning. Rates of an inch or more an hour. It's going to end between say 2 and 4 o'clock this afternoon, and that's right around the time that our winter storm warning is set to expire for most of Rhode Island. It's a winter weather advisory in those areas that have been last to switch over to the snow, including Newport and New Bedford. So your amounts may be just a little bit lower there. In terms of impacts, obviously slick roads, also poor visibility, and some additional power outages possible. You add 4, 5, 6 inches of heavy wet snow on top of some gusts 25 to 35 miles per hour. You could snap some branches and limbs and lead to possible power outages. Well, the camera is caked in that wet snow at Echo Lake, Providence as well. You can see the snow falling, visibility obviously reduced with that snow. 33 degrees, still above freezing. Winds out of the north at 13 miles an hour. Again, very wet consistency here with this snow. Even in Smithfield, 32. It's been piling up a little quicker in those spots that are at the freezing mark. So north and west of Providence, Warwick at 33. We have Tiverton at around 33 degrees. Switching to snow there, and westerly it's snowing at a good clip and 33 degrees. So the Futurecast for today going to keep the snow around here through the early afternoon. At least the temperature should hold in the low to mid 30s throughout the day before that snow winds down. Our storm system's been moving 2 hours south this morning. It's going to continue to track to the north and east today and pass southeast of Nantucket. So on that path, as it intensifies, getting reports of thunder over Nantucket. Right now we had thunder snow in New York City. Next few hours of the day, we get into these heavy bands of snow. I mean, pretty much all of southern New England right now dealing with moderate to at times heavy snowfall with the exception of Cape Cod. So here's where our Futurecast shows that rain snow line continuing to drop southward. This is 10 o'clock in the morning. So Providence with some widespread and at times heavy snowfall. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there's the back edge of the snow. So it pushes eastward prior to the evening commute. We're dry at 6 o'clock. And tonight looking dry and just cold. So snowfall amounts about 4 to 7 inches across most of the area. The exception again right along the coastline, New Bedford to Cape Cod, even parts of westerly Charlestown, probably likely now in those 4 to 7 inch totals. We've already picked up about 3 inches in Burrillville, and so those amounts on the high end there north and west of Providence. 7-day Futurecast. After the snow today, we get a break for the weekend. Upper 30s to lower 40s Saturday and Sunday. Next week, looking very winter-like. We not only have much cooler temperatures than what we experienced this week, but we also have several chances for snow Monday into Tuesday, and even later in the week looking unsettled. So we'll be keeping you updated on all of that. You'll want to check out our